And now it's time for Training Camp Today with Neil Roberts and the Minnesota Vikings.
His rookie year was back in 1987, a defensive tackle out of LSU. Henry Thomas joins us. And Henry, what's your impression of the new facility?
Oh, unbelievable. Just wow. Can't believe how spoiled these guys. No. It's a great facility. People are wonderful. Just to be able to come back here and, when they call you a legend, I always look around when they say, and we got some legends, and you look around like, oh, they're talking about me. It's warm and welcoming.
You guys had a great defensive line back in the days with you and Keith, Dolman, and all those guys. Defense now as well.
Yes.
Number one defense last year, the Vikings. What are your impressions?
I think they're going to repeat as the number one defense. I'm watching them work. I love the addition of Richardson. Just going to make the defensive line that much more vulnerable.
And it's odd you should mention a defensive tackle, but that's where it starts, right? Where you guys play, that's the trenches, and if you win that, you got a good chance, right?
That's where my focus starts. So when I build a team, I start with the tackle. So yes, that's the greatest thing about being part of this organization. We got to sit over here and watch them work. Andre Peterson, the defensive line coach, introduced us, and the guys were receptive to what do we got to say, what do we think of their techniques, and it's really heartwarming to still be part of that family.
Awesome. Hey, we'll catch up nowadays with Hank Thomas when we come back.
When he's good, he's thorough good. When he's bad, he's even better. George Thorogood and the Destroyers. Rock Party Tour. Friday, September 14th at Four Bears Casino and Lodge Event Center. Get tickets at the Players Club, fourbearscasino.com, or phone 701-627-7575. Hotel and party bus packages available.
In 2011, 3 of Taylor Burhough's best friends were killed by a drunk driver in Mandan, North Dakota. That drunk driver was Taylor. He was sentenced to prison.
I killed 3 of my best friends because I drove after drinking alcohol. Don't do what I did. Make a decision today to always drive sober.
Buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the North Dakota Department of Transportation through Vision Zero.
And we're back with former defensive tackle of the Vikings, Hank Thomas. Hank, bring fans up to date on what you're doing nowadays.
I live down in Houston. I'm an inventory manager for the number one Cadillac dealership in the country. I do radio with the Houston Texans. All my girls are grown. I'm easy street right now. Yeah. I'm living pretty good now.
Look at you. Mentioned family and got a couple plugs in there as well, right?
That's right. I got it all. See, I worked in the radio.
Hey, Hank, thanks for your time. Really appreciate it, and best wishes. Henry Thomas with us. That concludes this edition. Hey, if you missed one, catch us on the website, trainingcamptoday.com. Until next time, I'm Neil Roberts.
You've been listening to Training Camp Today, brought to you in part by the North Dakota Department of Transportation, by Four Bears Casino and Lodge by Newtown, North Dakota, and by the Norse Push Fest, September 26th to the 29th, Pier Scandemonium.